I love this song so much.
Hello everybody!
I'm gonna speak about what I would call culture and my upbringing and how I became the person that I am, and like how my past has influenced, or my experiences have influenced me. So if you don't know, I just turned 22. And ooh, I'm getting cold. So I moved to Grahamstown in when I was in grade 7. Yeah, when I got here, I didn't speak like this. I had more of a coloured accent, and I came from a government school. But what happened was that when I got to my school in grade 7, in Grahamstown, I realised that at private school nobody sounds like me, and I felt an immense pressure to bouge up myself, make myself seem more fancy. Yeah, I just didn't feel welcome. So I changed my accent to like the way it is now, just because I thought it would keep me safe and like. And sorry, I was just painting these two nails. Throughout high school, I did the same stuff. My family's coloured, so I had this coloured culture that I grew up in when I was young, and I had a coloured accent. But me and my sister always went to English school, so there was this contrast between English schools and my coloured accent. And I would say that I have like I'm a middle class South African, so I have some more privileges than lower class South Africans do. I don't have white privilege.
Absolutely.
But I do have passing privilege. I moved to Grahamstown and I started going to school with a lot of white kids, and obviously their culture influenced my interests. And my interests weren't necessarily defined, but definitely there was a change in my behavior, knowing that I had to keep myself safe from being bullied for being too girly or feminine. I suppose I play straight boy very well because I'm so good at assimilating. And basically high school was a whole game of assimilation, assimilating into whiteness, assimilating into cis heteropatriarchy, big word, cis heteropatriarchy, which is, yeah, and my dog is snoring. Yes. Yeah. And when I'm at home with my parents, I still speak like I usually speak, but there's an accent that I put on unconsciously, because I feel like it's in my brain. I've been taught that sounding white and is equivalent to sounding educated and better and clever and smart and all of those things. Lots of my friends will be like, oh, but this is how Ivan's always spoken, you know. But my friends from home and my family will be a bit confused because I don't speak like them to this. Like, I don't speak like this to them. I'm sorry if I look tired in this video. I am tired. It's like Friday night and it is 4 minutes past 1. Excuse me. So yeah, when I went to university, I kept my accent the way it is because that's also a space of whiteness. And I really think that school was a good opportunity. I just wish that I had more opportunity to be myself, and I didn't have to feel ashamed of who I was and change myself to fit in and to get those opportunities. I wish I didn't have to feel sorry for being a person of colour when I was at school. Obviously there's things I learned now at university, and it's because of I went to school that was full of toxic masculinity, that is still full of patriarchy. That's why I couldn't come out at school, you know. So yeah, that's my whole, like, in general, that's my whole pet peeve. That's my whole query with
Absolutely.
my whole query with private boys' schools and boys' schools in general. It's not a safe space for those of us who are different, you know. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say, but other than that, things that I did since leaving high school was coming out to my parents, coming out to my family and to all my friends. I was able to speak about things that upset me. I was able to have friends who were like me. I was able to see people who were like me. Because when you go to a school that doesn't appreciate people like you, there isn't anybody else like you, and you feel forced to conform. There's no space for individuality in high school. That's like really a deal breaker. Like, people say, oh, you're so lucky you went to private school, but at what cost did it come? Like, I sacrificed 5 years of getting to know myself. Don't beat yourself up if you're different in high school. So yeah, that's my rant for the day. Remember to stay strong, don't give up, and
That's 'cause Jesus Christ is my nigga.
do everything to the best of your ability and just hang in there until you reach the end of this phase. It's only a phase, unlike my sexuality. Lol. And just keep on the narrow straight, unlike me.
Now what is so funny from this?
And keep going and don't give up. Bye.
This video is sponsored by